Hello, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode. And in this episode, I'm going to talk about the requirements for you to enter diversity visa lottery. Since most of you have been asking, what do I need for me to apply? So I thought I could make a very short video on the requirements for you to enter the lottery. So sit back, relax, and let's learn together. So, to enter the lottery, you as an applicant must have been born in an eligible country. So, that means there are countries which are ineligible to enter the lottery. So, we have only two exceptions. One, the applicant may claim the spouse's country of birth instead of the desired. Let's say, for example, I was born in Tanzania, and we know Tanzania is one of the countries which are ineligible to enter the lottery because they already have the higher number of immigrants in the US, so they are not allowed to enter. Let's assume I'm from Tanzania and I'm eligible, but my wife is from Kenya and she is eligible to enter. So she can enter as the principal applicant and add me as a spouse. So that one will allow me to enter the lottery, even though originally I'm not eligible. So that is the first exception. The applicant may claim the spouse's country of birth instead of desired, or a parent's country of birth if neither parent was born in the applicant's country of birth and did not legally reside there when the applicant was born. So those are the only two exceptions of those who are eligible to enter the lottery, even though in the first step they were ineligible. So that is the first requirement for you to enter the lottery. You have to be born in an eligible country with only those two exceptions. So what else do you need? The applicant's country of residence or nationality is irrelevant to the lottery. So maybe you are born in the States already, but you are not a national there. So when you are born in a country, you are given that nationality. So your country of residence or nationality is irrelevant to the lottery. So if selected in the lottery, to qualify for an immigrant visa, applicants must have completed at least a high school education or at least 2 years of work experience in an occupation which requires at least 2 other years of training or experience. So, first of all, you have to be born in an eligible country. Second, for you to qualify to enter the lottery, you must at least have a high school degree or at least 2 years of work experience in an occupation that requires at least 2 other years of training or experience. So they must also satisfy general requirements applicable to all immigrants, mainly related to health, criminal background, and means of support. So you do need to have any means of support so that you will not be what we call public charge, where you will go to the US and again be a public charge in the sense that you will require government help through money, financial aid. Also, make sure you are healthy. Any communicable diseases like TB, which can be a health threat to the residents of the US, or you have a criminal background. That is why when you go for interview, they need what we call police clearance form so that it will prove that you have no history of criminal record. So each year, the Department of State publishes new instructions for applicants. So if you noticed, I did not mention about passport. For the previous year's passport has never been a requirement to enter DV lottery, but since the last 2 years, the passport requirement was added. So I thought that one was supposed to be number one, but it slipped off my mind. So for you to enter the DV lottery, you need a passport number. That is a requirement in the recent past. So before you say, how am I going to have a passport number? You cannot have a passport number if you do not have an international traveling document called passport. So you need to apply for a passport in your country of residence through your immigration offices. So, for example, if you live in Kenya, you can go to the immigration offices. Use the Huduma Center either in Kisumu or Nairobi or Mombasa, Eldoret, anywhere you have those services, go and apply. It can be a 32-page passport, which is 4,500 Kenyan shilling, that is $45. You can also apply for 60 pages, blah, blah, blah. So it depends on the number of pages. If you qualify for diplomat passport, any type of passport, so you need to have what we call a passport, because without a passport you cannot have a passport number. So after all those things, you have qualified, you qualify with regard to country where you are born or live, eligibility, you have a high school degree, you have your passport. So what next for you to enter the DV lottery? So every year, normally DV lottery website opens the first week of October. For this DV 2023, they've not confirmed the date yet, so I will do a video on that later. So as soon as they confirm the date, I will do a video on that so that you can enter. So first of all, get your passport and wait for the time for entry so that you can enter. And meanwhile, you can get what you also require a photo, for special photo for diversity visa lottery entry. It has to be with a white background. I think I will do a specific video specifically for type of pictures or other photos you require for DV lottery. So subscribe and wait for that special video about the photo, the size, and all the specifications you need so that you won't be disqualified after you've entered. So you also need a photo size. Necessarily, you don't need to require the help of a photographer. You can use your phone. I used my phone to take my photo for DV lottery, and I won. So I will show you how you can even use your smartphone to take picture and design it for diversity visa lottery application. And what next? The requirements. I've mentioned about the passport you need to apply. I've mentioned about the country of eligibility and a high school degree or at least 2 years of work experience in an occupation which requires at least 2 other years of training or experience. So you must satisfy all those requirements for you to be able to enter for DV lottery. So if you need more information about DV lottery, you can subscribe to our channel if you are interested. Turn on that bell and wait for our next upload, because this journey is long. After selection, you'll be selected for further processing. You need a lot of information too. What next step should I do? What documents will I need to prepare? What kind of questions will I be asked on the interview? So I did a very majority of videos for my channel. You can navigate to our channel and learn. I have great tips for diversity visa questions for both couples and singles, the type of documents you will need to prepare for diversity visa interview and such. So stay tuned by subscribing and turning on that post notification bell, and I hope to see you in our next episode. Bye bye, and all the best in your diversity visa lottery journey.